Hello and welcome to Trellis Studio. My name is Sarah Golden. I am VP of Climate Tech at Trellis Group, and I'm delighted today to be joined by Amy Shen, who's Digital Service Lead for America's West at Arup. Amy, welcome to Trellis Studio.
Thank you, Sarah. Lovely to be here today to talk about digital and sustainability.
So to start out, can you just briefly tell me, what does Arup do?
Sure. So Arup is a global collective of engineers, designers, and consultants dedicated to sustainable development. And my team that I lead is Digital Services, and we are a group of data scientists and technologists to really focus on scaling sustainability with domain-driven data solutions.
So I've been hearing so much about how technology and AI can really help with sustainability and climate goals. And I know that you've all been working with these tools in the built environment. So what I'd like to do is ask you about some areas where technology might be able to help within an asset life cycle. So are you game to sort of lightning round around some different technologies?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to start out with urban infrastructure planning.
So I think when people think about urban infrastructure, they think about highways, they think about dams. Um, what we have realized is nature plays a huge part of how we build up resilience in our urban infrastructure. And what that means now with technology is that we can use remote sensing, such as satellite images, to classify the different types of land, green, blue, gray infrastructure, and really understand how they impact our resilience to climate risks. So this is where we're seeing leaps of emerging technology in machine learning to help us understand how to plan a city with nature-based solutions, not just built environment, and really changing the landscape of urban environment.
I love that. I love this idea of technology taking us back around to be able to be better connected to nature. The next one is going to be site selection for new projects.
Right. So a lot of times before we build something, we have to determine where should we have it. One example is data centers. We all know we're needing more and more data centers and more power intensive data centers for AI. And in order to do that, it needs a lot of considerations, such as do we have enough power for this site? But at the same time, what does it mean to the nature and biodiversity of that site, as well as the people we need to run these data centers? So we need to think more about how to locate a site. And this is where, again, geospatial data science comes in to help us think about the different types of data we want to use to make the decision so that we make the best decision for the environment, the business, and the people.
Okay, next topic, net zero building design.
I'm very excited about this topic myself because my expertise has always been in the buildings world, and we've seen green building and now living building challenge really taking us into this transition to net zero buildings. And when we design net zero buildings, there are a lot of design decisions to make, as you can imagine. The facade, the orientation, the systems that go inside the building. How do we make the decision about what is the most cost effective net zero solution? Again, we're looking to genetic optimization to calculate the effect in cost and energy saving depending on the different bundling options of energy saving measures. So this is where I'm personally very excited to really branch out the different options we can analyze and optimize to design the best fit.
Okay, my final question is around improving portfolio resilience.
Resilience is really a big topic. We've talked a little bit about the climate mitigation, but now let's talk about climate adaptation. Living in California, we already see the unprecedented amount of rainfall during the rain season. So how do we use data to carry out the multiple hazard risk assessment? So this is again, we're looking to the modeling and also future weather data to help us analyze in a portfolio scale in a consistent way. How should we plan for these climate risks and how can we prioritize our investment to make sure that while we mitigate the climate risk, we also adapt to them?
Well, thank you so much for sharing this little glimpse into all these things that technology can do. It is really inspiring to hear the way that these technological solutions is helping us better connect with the world that we're actually living in and connecting our infrastructure better to the conditions where it exists. So thanks for joining me today, Amy.
Thank you, Sarah. Lovely to share.